Hi people, I am so excited to show you this project. I hope you think this is as adorable as I do, but I have seriously never had this much fun ever. This is like way beyond description. My friend Arlene told me about this little project that we were doing, and I got to use all of these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous flowers, and we'll go over them and I'll show you all the way around what I did, okay? But these are all I Am Roses, and my dear friend Arlene, she is just so good to me. She gave me all of these flowers, and I wanted to share this with you. I started off with a spool that's about the diameter of a CD that has the pole between it and another CD. And from off there we go. Here goes poor Joe. I said, see this? He goes, yeah. And I says, well, this is going to be something else next time you see it. And when I took it in there, I wish you guys could have seen his face. It was so precious. He looked like he was 5 years old right alongside of me and said, this is like the best use of plastic I've ever seen in my life. I says, I just love you. Okay, so anyways, let me show you what I did. First, I picked up a mushroom that is like this great big giant mushroom that was, what do you call it, paper mache. In fact, excuse me while I reach back. They look like this, but these are the pears. And these pears are paper mache as well. And we get these over there at Michael's. But anyways, then look at me. You know how, are you guys getting used to my weirdness yet? That being inside my head could probably scare most people. So if you could stay 10 minutes, it would be great. So most people would just see a pear, right? But look at me. No, I stood this baby up sideways. Does that not look like a little mother quail? She should have some little baby mushrooms all in a row behind her with the famous hairdo. Is that just not cute? So I just thought I'd share that with you. That's just extra. But anyways, that texture is what this was. It was just a paper mache thing. I think it cost all of $2. So then I sprayed it up with some, or not sprayed it, but I painted it up with that, you know, Tattered Angels Glim Glam. And so then I let that dry, and then I came over to give it a little bit more shine with my beloved liquid pearls and just rubbed it all over the thing because I didn't know about Lindy's Stamp Gang yet. So whatever, you know, you just do what you got to do. So then I took some of my little fairies. I painted those later, but I have to show you the base. The base, look here, all of this. Can you see this? They got enough light? Okay, my sparkles right here. My sparkles are dangling on a chain, which gave it even more zing. And we got that at Joann. And then here's one of my famous butt wipes I'm always telling you guys about, and my beloved cheesecloth. Then I laid the whole thing down with my favorite glue, which is the Rubber Cafe's Scrap Happy glue. Love that stuff. Remember, I'm on my second bottle almost already. And then here's my next view. Can you see my little clock? Here's my little clock. Remember when I did my little Moe Mondays that we're now doing for Rubber Cafe for a few weeks, and I showed you this little technique last time? Okay, so there's one of their, and I've got another one of their little stamps around the back. Here's a little, okay, now with my arthritis, I have to tell you another one of my little tricks. Me cutting that out with a little X-Acto knife was so not going to happen. So I took my crocodile and just went in there and did that. Then I says, well, how am I going to suspend her? Well, I took one of the little baby I Am Roses and I left the stem on it on purpose and then just tucked it straight into the cheesecloth. Now watch my luck, it'll come off, right? But anyway, so that's just suspended like that. Okay, and look at these. She gave me so many. She gave me a garden. So wasn't it perfect that I would make a garden? So then we have some of the little cherry blossoms from I Am Roses and some of the little gardenias. And I'm sorry, the only thing I can't handle is lime green. Okay, well, it was fine when I was in 8th grade and I had this really hot pink bathing suit, you know, and I was looking like all that in a bag of chips. It was lime green, which we called chartreuse, and hot pink. So anyway, so I just took my little marker and made my leaves a little bit darker like a true gardenia would have, because they have really dark leaves, and so does a little rose, but that's just my humble opinion. So I just did that, and notice that I have not laid these down on purpose, just so you could see how gorgeous these are, and then I could get it the way that I wanted. Also, too, around the stem to hide it, because this whole thing was black. But can you see my beautiful May roses, haha, a little combination there. My little May Arts ribbon, it's cream, and then it's got the leaf and vine going down and around in little flowers. So I put more flowers around there, and I cut a bunch of ribbon so it was like a maypole, and hung some of my crazy little ribbon that's, see, let's say here's some up here so you can see it better. Some of that, because it just curls by itself. Isn't that fabulous? Yep, so I did that. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the best part. After I did my butt wipes and my cheesecloth, Then on top of that, I put my Spanish moss. This was so much fun. Everything was recycled. This Spanish moss was in my Easter basket from 2 years ago, and I said, you just wait. I'm going to find something to do with that Spanish moss. So I did that. And then we come around to this side, and here's my little bird that was in my Easter basket. And so I tucked him in here, and here's another one of my little rubber cafe stamps. And this was the technique I showed you on Moe Monday thing the last time. And it's the little clock, but you see that shimmer? This is that You're So Fine glitter, but this is the stuff that doesn't go all over the house and all over you, and you're wearing it for the next 4 weeks and you didn't plan on looking all sparkly like you were too. So anyways, and then I put liquid pearls on it to maybe give it a little bit more dimension. So I tucked that one in there, but I purposely did not lay these down just so I could show them off to you. And I just love these kind here too. These are so cute, these little cherry blossoms, and they just happen to be in bloom right now in our backyard because May is late and so is spring. In Seattle, Washington, 55 this morning, high of 62, I believe it was. Yeah, the sun's coming, they say, tomorrow, so we'll see. So then there's that. Now see, and I left the stems on purpose so I could tuck them in. But you did get to see how cute this was before I started pulling it all out, right? Then we come around to this side, and there's another one of my favorites. And oh, and then up here, then I use some of my those suede leaves. The suede leaves are actually from May Art Ribbon, and they just come in a long chain. And I've used them on my tags for a dress form, for like a skirt. And I've used them as leaves, but I thought they were cute with the different tones of the pink. And that's Candy Tuft right there. See? Okay, and then we come this way, and then we have another little fairy, and she's Canterbury Bells. And you see, she's just so cute, and she's so cute in these flowers. And I just hope that you love this as much as, or even a tenth. Okay, I'll give you a tenth. If you'll love it just a tenth, I'll be ever so happy. And if you want to leave a comment, that would be just more fabulous. Okay, so there you go. That's our little fairy house. And I did it out of a spool, which cost me nothing. And I did my little stamps, and they're my favorite companies. And I love that one so much. That was off the vintage one. It came out of my little cheesecloth, but I'll put that back on later, okay, just so we don't have to mess up with your time. But anyways, and so that was from my rubber cafe one. Oh, look at how cute that is if you did it that way too. You could do it as the top of the actual clock. You know what I mean? This is how you get in my head, and it's like, oh yeah, but wait, we could try this, or wait, we could try that. Next thing you know, we're gonna have to do another video, and I'm all done. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.